a resolution authorizing the closure of 1,200 lineal feet of City Park Way from 6 p.m. Friday, October 9th, 2015 through 9 a.m. Sunday, October 11th, 2015 for the City of San Bruno's Community Day in the Park.
Good evening, Honorable Mayor and members of the City Council. In recognition of the community's enjoyment at last year's Community Day in the Park, the city will again be hosting the event on Saturday, October 10th. To create a better flow for the 2,000 to 3,000 people we anticipate will attend the Community Day in the Park, and to better accommodate the rides and bounce houses, staff is recommending the rides be located this year on City Parkway, and that the roadway be closed from Crystal Springs Road to DeSoto Way from 6 p.m. on Friday, October 9th until no later than 9 a.m. on Sunday, October 11th. This closure would allow for the rides to be set up on Friday evening and then broken down after the end of the event at 5 p.m. on Saturday, October 10th. We do anticipate the rides will depart City Parkway probably by 10 or 11 that evening, and if that's the case, we'll reopen the roadway just as quickly as we can. We have coordinated with both police and fire, and an area of the length of City Parkway will be reserved for public safety vehicles to respond to any emergency. In preparation for the City Council's consideration of this item this evening, letters were sent to residents in the immediate neighborhood to advise them of the City Council's review of this matter tonight. If the City Council does vote to approve the closure of City Parkway, another letter will be sent to residents advising them of the road closure. This information will also be provided on the city's website and on Channel 1. That concludes my report, and I'd be happy to answer any questions.
Any questions for Carrie? Ken?
Carrie, did we have any, for the Posey Parade this year, we closed the street also. Do you recall any concerns from the neighbors or complaints? Is there anything more that we could do to probably alert the public that we're closing the street and detours?
In the 2 times that we've closed City Parkway during my tenure, we've not received any complaints, and we've not received any response in follow-up to the letters that were sent out last week regarding this evening's consideration.
Anything else, Rico?
Yeah, I was going to say there are some people I know, at least when I spoke over this weekend, that they had not received it, but maybe it's in transit in the mail. It just seems like a long time. I'm not saying it's not a nice event, don't get me wrong. But I know people may reflect upon, as Ken said, the Posey Parade, as well as last year, and we had a smaller window. And I don't know how many rides or what but I know it's obviously the way you just described it is because of the setup. You're utilizing the street instead of off the street, which is require the longer delay. Have we also looked at parking? Because I know last time we used St. Andrews, we used St. Roberts. I know if the conclusion is 5 o'clock, then obviously one of those churches is not available for parking. So have we looked into those other considerations?
We have. So last year, the council may recall that City Parkway was closed from 6 p.m. on Friday evening until approximately 5 p.m. on Saturday evening, the 29th of September. This time we're suggesting that the roadway be closed for a little bit longer, and we're really giving ourselves a lot of cushion by asking for your approval to close the roadway until 9 a.m. on Sunday. We don't honestly believe that it will take that long, excuse me, to reopen the roadway, but just in case. With regard to the question that Councilmember Medina just asked, we ran into a little bit of a dilemma last year with the use of St. Roberts. We tried to plan for the parking and to have people who parked in St. Roberts out of the parking lot before Mass. Unfortunately, tragically, there was a funeral that was planned at the last minute at St. Roberts, and that created some traffic problems. So we're probably not going to pursue St. Roberts as a location for parking this year, although we will certainly talk with the church. We are in discussions with St. Andrews, and we'll continue to look for ways to accommodate parking the best we can, given the limitations.
Okay. Anything else?
And lastly, when do we anticipate really publicity on this event?
So that is actually already commenced. We either we have already or will be imminently sending flyers out to all the children at all the local schools. We've prepared the flyer. We'll be getting that on the website. The Patches actually already run an article, Channel 1, and so forth.
Okay. Anything else? Action by the council?
I'll adopt the resolution.
Councilmember Ibera?
Aye.
Councilmember O'Connell? Aye. Councilmember Medina?
Aye.
Vice Mayor Salazar?
Aye.
Mayor Ruane?
Aye.